This is an important day for the lucky few and the many fine Vietnamese Americans and families which have grown since the frequent wind withdrawal event.
This is a simple sentence taken from USS Kirk's cruise book, but what a tale it tells. A final symbolic end to a once proud nation, the simultaneous beginning of the transition of over 30,000 people to a new life in a strange land, and a lasting memory for the 39 officers and men of our crew who were so privileged to take part in that event.
Your legacy will be with them and their generations to come. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every single one of you for what you did 37 years ago. I am one of the lucky few.
Doyle asked his new physician when and how he and his family had left Vietnam. He surmised that they had been boat people, the second wave of refugees who fled Vietnam in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Nguyen responded that he really didn't know about his family's exodus since he was a baby at the time.
We started out in a small room in a wonderful community in Gainesville that had perhaps a couple of hundred people. And we have now grown into the Crystal Cathedral in Garden Grove, California, in which there have to be 2,000 to 3,000 people.
This has helped bring me closer to the Vietnamese community, as you can well imagine. I stand before you and can honestly say that I am proud that I was able to be a part of that mission and was able to help in assisting the 30,000 plus Vietnamese men, women, and children and bring them to safety.
In one generation, or perhaps 1.5 generations, we now have the children and the grandchildren, and in some instances, the great-grandchildren of those refugees from Vietnam in 1975 who were helped by the Kirk and the Thomaston and the Cook and 50 other ships of the line that came together to help those refugees, 30,000 of them strong, come together and find a new life.
I have to say that I also want to thank the volunteers today for putting this great event together, because it is important that we not forget heroes and the outcome of their heroic efforts when it means that human beings, human lives are saved throughout the world. Just like they did in Vietnam, I think it's safe to say our American men and women are again performing such heroic efforts throughout the world.